Actually, I always have like a little intro to these videos.
I'll add that in later.
You know, okay.
You gotta do that.
You know, it's like very Mr. Rogers. Like, he plays a nice little melody, and it's like, oh, hello, neighbor. My thing is a little more dissonant.
I'll cut that and I'll put it in the front of each one now.
You know, I like the first one. Whatever. So, how do you practice? I think practicing can be one of the most elusive things possible because honestly, most people like to practice what they already know, what they're already good at, you know? And I think that's actually the wrong way to practice. You should always practice what you don't know. You should always practice what you're terrible at because that will mean that the more you do that, the better you'll become. A lot of times once you learn something well and you sit down to practice, you just want to keep repeating that to feel good about yourself. Practicing is not about that. Practice isn't about pleasing yourself. Practice isn't about immediate results. Practice is about the long game. If you ask any athlete about their working out and their regimen, when they work out, they're not thinking how far they're going to throw the football or like how high they're going to jump. They're just like, I have to build and condition my body to be able to play the game. So when you're practicing, you're building and conditioning your body and your mind to be able to play music. And that doesn't look pretty. There's nothing glamorous about lifting weights. There's nothing glamorous about stretching. But when you see somebody do a backflip or you see somebody throw a ball really far, then you see the results of their practicing. You see the results of their conditioning. So when approaching an ideal practice session, I think you should break it up into a few components. Also, I think you should debunk the myth that you have to practice a long time to accomplish anything. An hour of focused practice is better than 4 hours of meaningless random practice. And I think that's actually something in this age with so many distractions, it's better to practice for a short amount of time and be focused than to practice for a long period of time and not be focused. So you have to, for me, breaking an ideal practice session is breaking your practice into components. Maybe 15 minutes is just on technique. Another 15 minutes is on repertoire. Another 15 minutes is on a certain exercise that will build a certain area that you're weak in. And maybe the last 15 minutes is just playing freely. I do believe when you practice and you sit down at your instrument, you should always give yourself the time to just play and be free and just enjoy communicating with your instrument. But it's important that you always sit down when you practice and work on things that you're not good at and refine things that you are good at and want to become better at. But if you sound great when you're practicing, you're not practicing.